Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of An English Word. Last time, we tried to get access to the boxing champion One Round Jack, as we have a betting slip on him, and were unsuccessful in that endeavor. We are also trying to turn a pair of marble marbles into eyes for a dead man, from whom we can then get violence. And now we are in a bookstore, with a rather crazy bookseller who is obsessed with horror and is very elitist about it. He promised us a cool quiz, but first let's examine other things. What voice did I give him? If there is a greater passion than fantasy literature for me, it is money. Hence, I implore you to steer clear of the cash register. Oh yeah, it was sort of like vampire voice. What it? Mary Shelley. Ah, he said something. I do not entirely agree with such a statement. There exist authors predating Shelley, who delved into the realm of horror literature. Yes, of course. But Frankenstein is considered a turning point in the genre. Its success led to your discourse lacks precision. I would advise against spreading inaccuracies with such levity. The annals of horror literature cannot be rewritten by a single erroneous fact. Whatever you say. Alright, let's talk to this prick. You mentioned I could test my knowledge. Indeed, about fantastical and horror literature. I will ask you questions on the subject, and you must answer correctly. Do I win if I answer all the questions correctly? An achievement. A what? An achievement for you, if you answer them correctly. No one has aced them all. Ah, and anything else? My respect and admiration. Oh. Let's test my knowledge of religion. Well, let's go. Ready? Yes. In which European river is the setting of Algernon Blackwood's The Willows? It is the Danube. Correct. What does the raven say to the protagonist of Edgar Allan Poe's poem of the same name? Nevermore. Correct. That was an easy one. Which of these vampire novels was written first? Dracula, probably? Dracula? The Vampire? Miller? Vanni the Vampire? It might be Vanni the Vampire, actually. I'm going with Capella. No, it was written in 1872. A simple one to relax the nerves. Who is called Frankenstein? The creature or its creator? Oh, it doesn't matter that we missed one. It is the creator. Indeed. What can be seen in the picture in M.R. James' story The Mezzotint? The Mezzotint. I have not seen it. I'll make a wild guess that it's correct. What material is the golem made of in Gustav Meyrwink's novel Play? Correct answer. What are the names of the children in Henry James's novel The Turn of the Screw? I do not know this one. Miles and Flora? Miles and Flora, correct. Which ship brought Count Dracula from his homeland to London? It was the Mary Celeste. Nope. Alright, the Mary Celeste is the ship that disappeared. Oh, okay, I guess our mistakes don't matter, we just don't get the achievement. The problem. Who wrote the horror story The Signal Man? Ambrose Bierce? I don't think it was Lovecraft Opal. I haven't read much of Dickens. Nope, probably Dickens. What did lot number 241 contain in Arthur Conan Doyle's story? A mummy? I misclicked. Let's try again. Okay, it is the Donovan. It is Nevermore. It was probably Vanni the Vampire. Nope. Okay. Fine. Let's get a bit. I am wrong on my vampire novels, I guess. Nevermore. The Vampire. Correct answer. Written by John William Polidori in 1819. Okay, the creator. House. Clay. Mars and Flora. Pequod is, I think, from Moby Dick. The Narcissus? No. Dickens. Dickens, correct. What did Lord contain? Nothing? No. In Arthur Machen's The Great God Pan, what is the name of the girl who participates in Dr. Raymond's experiment? Agnes? No. What was the occupation of Edward Frederick Benson's father? Baker? Okay, I don't know when Poe died, but I think it was pretty young, probably like 52. To whom was Polidori a physician? Let's say that Polidori was not a physician. No, he was. Okay. Which stories do not belong to the horror genre? Aunt Magnus, The Burial of the Rats, Telltale Heart, and The Case of Lady Suddens. The Telltale Heart? No. In Oscar Wilde's novel, who does Dorian Gray blackmail? Let's say Lord Fairmont. How many more years of life does the devil grant the protagonist in Charles Mathurin's Melmoth the Wanderer? Say 50? No. What inspired E.T.A. Hoffman to write The Devil's Elixir? Who the hell knows? Let's say the Hopla. One of these stories does not belong to Rudyard Kipling. Mark the Beast, Play, The City of Dreadful Night, The Thing in the Hole. Let's say The Thing in the Hole. Alright. It is a story written by E.F. Benson. And the last question. What is the name of the doctor who narrates events in the story The Baby Lovelace? Oh, it's the story on his book. I think it was Dr. Charnock. Nope. Okay. Some of his questions are quite challenging, and we can come to him again. Well, goodbye. Perhaps we will, but probably also. Alright. Let us finally go to the house of the archaeologist, who should have a mysterious piece for us to get as an energy in. The receptionist informed me that Professor Bennett's office is on this floor. It must be one of those two doors. Okay, let's start investigating. Stealing. Silas Bennett, archaeologist. I'm not well versed in Mayan culture, but I would swear this is the temple of Kukulkan. So you are well versed in Mayan culture. A Moai from Easter Island. It is still unknown what these statues represent or what purpose they served. The Great Sphinx of Giza. The mysteries surrounding ancient Egypt have always fascinated society. Knowing this, and capitalizing on the popularity of archaeology, many professionals delve into both tomb raiding and pattern pockets. The text attempts to justify the looting of the exhibited pieces from the colonialism of the British Empire. According to the blacks, these are the archaeological pieces found near the Amber Fort in the state of Rajasthan. Thomas Lester, restorer. A depiction of the eruption of Mount Vesuvius that buried the city of Pompeii in ash. The framed newspaper clipping next to the painting announces an imminent excavation at the site by prominent members of the London Archaeological Society. I know where the lost city of Z is. Good for you. Anything else? For the love of God, gentlemen, stop talking about Egyptian curses to the press. This does not help the good name of the society. H. Carter. There is nothing wrong with it. L. Carnival. Anyone interested in reading my thesis on medieval castles? E. Lawrence. A newspaper clipping signed by one R. Bell, the Bible as an archaeological guide. I will be in town for a few days. Anyone interested in joining me for a vacation in Peru? H. Bingham. Another newspaper clipping. Myths and Legends as Contaminants of Scientific Research by A. Weaver. Okay, and I guess we're done. Let's start with Silence Bennett. We'll get to the restorer eventually. This is his door. Professor Bennett? Is anyone there? I guess not. So. Yes? Are you looking for Professor Bennett? Yes, I would like to inquire about certain matters. I regret to inform you that I haven't seen him around here for days. Oh, do you know where I could find him? I believe he embarked on one of those dubious expeditions that cast doubt on our profession. Out-of-place artifacts. Bah! I think Professor Bennett made a mistake in pursuing this profession. Or worse, he has lost his mind. Do you know when he will return? I haven't the slightest idea. Ask Sportsman. Who? Oscar Koenig, his assistant. A very promising young German who unfortunately shares Professor Bennett's delusions. Do you know where I can find him? I've called the office, but no one answered. He will be back, do not worry. If there is no other choice, I'll come back later. Thank you for the information, Mr. Lester. Thomas Lester. Well, let's visit Lester's office and see if there is anything to steal. Come in. Okay, there is lots of stuff. Probably something to steal. Map. The map marks the most significant excavations over the past century. Hisarlik, Giza, Pompeii, Baghdad. They are archaeological pieces. They look new. Have they been restored? Indeed. Aren't archaeological remains usually displayed in the state they are found? Of course. But in the case of the pieces you are seeing, several similar ones were found in the excavations. There is real interest from both professionals and the public to know what they were really like. Ah. I sense some skepticism in you. Do you think we are altering history? I didn't say that, but more definitely thought it. I understand that they are restored only after extensive research. We do not paint them with the first colors that come to mind. More is definitely being a judgmental critic. A document. The British Museum grants Thomas Lester the authority to restore those archaeological elements that he deems fit, recognizing his great knowledge for the benefit of the pieces found in any excavation. Okay, chemical components. Despite being labeled, I don't know any of them. They must be used during the restoration process of the pieces. Okay, a paint can. The paint is blue. Maybe we can paint our eyes with it. It's a restoration scheme of the vessel Mr. Lester is working on. A window. Wonder if what we are seeing through the window is fog or ash from the factory chimneys. Can we dip our eyes in the paint? What are you going to do? I want to paint these marbles. Let me see them. The marble. They remind me of blank eyes. I have an idea. Give me some space. Let's see. I guess we're lucky that he thought of eyes and just randomly decided to paint eyes on our marbles. Here you go. Yay. Wow. They're very realistic eyes. I'll take that as a compliment. Yay? Okay. Oh, it's you. Have you been able to speak with Oscar? Not yet. As I mentioned, he won't be long. Well, what can I do for you? What is your opinion of Professor Silence Bennett? He was an excellent archaeologist with an impeccable reputation, until he became obsessed with the idea that certain objects found in excavations do not belong to those eras or belong to supposed civilizations known to history, unknown to history. Atlanteans, Barbarians. Sometimes I think he is pulling our leg. His theories make no sense. And does the guild accept his theories? Of course not. Bennett only retains his position here due to his past achievements. No one dares to expel him from the society. And I believe it won't be necessary. He is digging his own grave. What can you tell me? Could Professor Bennett be right? Are you kidding? Who can believe that beings from other planets left artifacts on Earth? That's what he thinks? It's one of his theories. And the least absurd of them. What can you tell me about Oscar Koenig? A promising young man. He worked in Germany with Müller and Braun. He has the potential to become one of the greatest archaeologists of the century. But his association with Professor Bennett won't help his career. Alright, I'll let him do his job. Thank you for your time. Let's go and put our new pair of eyes to use. As evidently, we cannot get any progress here until later. We can get back to the photo studio. And a pair of eyes. Yep, he looks better now. Excuse me, but... Yes? I appreciate the intention, but Bertram had green eyes. Don't worry about that, Miss Perkins. As you know, the photograph is in black and white. You will hardly notice the difference. Trust me. Yes, I will. You seem to know what you are doing. Everything is set for your brother to be immortalized. One moment. Here you are, dear brother. These were your favorites. Proceed. Very well. Here we go. Good heavens! Heavens, what is happening? Composure, ladies. It is nothing more than the sign of Lazarus. And what does that signify? Among other phenomena, involuntary muscular movements post-mortem. Your brother remains in repose, if such was your concern. Very well. Let us attempt once more. Honestly, I don't think a corpse that's been dead for a while is going to twitch. Done. All that's left is to develop it. But I can't help you with that. And since they brought him here to sit, he's probably at least been somewhat involved. Oh, don't worry. Presumably Mr. Wood shall imminently grace us with his presence. The crucial aspect is the photograph's capture, thus enabling us to inter our dear Bertram in serenity. We extend our sincere gratitude for your kindness, sir. It's been a pleasure. And now we steal violets from a dead man. Do you mind if I keep the bouquet of violets? Our desire was to lay him to rest with them. No, that was your wish. You may keep the bouquet, sir. Yoink. Ladies, we await the Undertaker's arrival to attend to our dear brother. Thank you very much for your assistance. If you see Miss Wood, please tell him we will come to pay his fees shortly. Yeah, I don't think he will be too happy about that. Alright, with violets in hand, we can go to the docks. And the violets to the one round here. I should knock first. Are you an admirer, or did you come to bring the lucky charm? Yes, here it is. Let me see it. The violets. They arrived at last. You just saved our lives. Come in. It's fortunate that you've come. Excuse me? There were rumors that Walter Black's manager had paid off the owner of the Wild Orchid to stop supplying bouquets of violets to the champion. And as you know, if one round doesn't enter the ring with that bouquet, he wouldn't be fit to fight. In that case, the fight would be declared in favor of Black. Really? Damn it! I beg your pardon? It would be a disgrace if Black were declared the winner because the flowers weren't delivered. Oh, indeed. Certainly. You can leave them all at crate by the lantern. Do we now steal them again? Why is the bouquet of violets so important to 1 round? His mother gave him a bouquet of her favorite flowers on the day of his first fight. That very night, before he entered the ring, he learned of her passing. When he was declared the winner of the fight, he believed it was his mother's flowers that acted as a lucky charm. It's as simple as that. If he doesn't enter the ring with the bouquet, he believes he'll lose. And that's never been the case. Isn't that right, champ? He is focused. Well, as I mentioned, you've saved our skins. Until the match begins, you can stay here and admire the champion if you wish. Come on, champ. Give the bag a good wallop, like it's black smoke. Yay. Hey, leave the flowers there. Okay, maybe we can distract him somehow. It's from last year. It advertised the fight between 1 round Jack and Samuel Tripp. Okay, punching bag. I would not like to be in Walter Black's shoes. We talk to 1 round? Do you want some advice? The champ doesn't take kindly to interruptions during his warm-up. One of those punches might land somewhere other than the bag, if you catch my drift. Okay. What else do you have? Chin Hook versus Kid Bodja. Okay. Tray with food. There is a tray with enough food to feed 3 people. It looks like a mix of mashed potatoes with beans, cabbage, and bacon. That's for the champ. He'll devour everything on the tray before stepping into the ring. Are you telling me he's going to wolf down all that food before the fight? Won't he feel heavy? I don't know much about boxing, but I think that would be counterproductive. Are you kidding? 1 round has a stomach of steel. Maybe we add some eggs to it. It's securely locked. That leads to the roof. Why would you want to go up there? You just sort of pigeon crap. Access. Right. The crowd is getting impatient. Okay. Let's talk to the manager. Well, how's our friend Tony doing? Who? Tony, the owner of the Wild Orchid Flower Shop. Your boss. Yeah, fine. He's fine. You're new there, aren't you? I like you more than Tony's previous employee. What was that idiot's name? I haven't the slightest idea. But, like I said, he was an idiot. When will the fight start? I got it. I'm not concerned about the crowd. They're eager to see the champ knock Black out in the first round. And when that happens, they'll forget all about the time they spent waiting. Patience. 1 round will enter the ring when he has to. Can I take the bouquet of violets? Are you crazy? You want 1 round to lose the fight? Yes? Well... what ingredients are in your champion's food? It's a special recipe I prepared to give him strength before stepping into the ring. Basically, it's a cabbage salad, with bacon bits, chicken, eggs, pepper, onion, and some. You should eat a similar meal. You'll look a bit thin. Has 1 round ever lost a fight? You're joking, right? He hasn't lost a single one of the 65 fights he had. All won in the first round. Does Walter Black have a chance of winning? Let's say between 0 and none. Black is no match for the champ. What the hell? No one is. Although there is one fool who believes otherwise. Some poor sod has bet on Black. Can you believe it? Oh yeah, who could have done that? I'm going to watch how you champion break. That's it. Enjoy his left hook. Let's give him some food soon. Bon appetit. 1 round. Alright. Champ, get ready. I think it's time. Is the fight starting? Yeah. God damn it. I think he said he still needs to do it. Would you like to watch the fight with me? Yes, I think it will be interesting. It will be epic. What a bloody fight. Short as a fight in a windstorm. And not a bugger in the crowd could bloody believe it. What rogue must have shot himself with that kilo of grub before getting into the ring? You see how he kept grabbing his guard from the get-go? Black obviously saw that, and went straight for his bloody stomach with a solid hook. Knocked him on his ass all right quick. One round couldn't get back up. This might be the start of one round blood, ain't it? I reckon I have to think twice before betting on the champ again. I couldn't agree more. I wasted all my wages on this bet. Yep, and he says the same. But yes, we get the dive later. I'll be there. Well, can we go right back in? No one is answering. Can you believe it? All the blacks beaten one round jack. More chance of me leg going back than black beating a champ. Yep. Hello, guy. The party is over, mate. Nothing to see here. Let's talk to that bookmaker. The fight is over. Seems like some bloke bet on Walter Bloke. Someone just born lucky. Yes, we are. I'm here to collect this. Let me see. Well. So, you're the fool who bet on Walter Black, eh? Tell me, did you know something we didn't? I beg your pardon? Who would bet against one round check if they didn't know he was going to lose? What are you implying? I ain't implying nothing, just thinking out loud. We're the ones who picked the fight. And believe me, this one was. You won the bet fair and square. I'll fetch your money. Lucky bastard. Here's your money. 1,000 pounds. Just the money in it. Yes, doesn't it? Who doesn't need a grand these days? Yep, here is our money. 1,000 pounds. A very good amount of money to have. So let's go and rescue the photographer. Sanchez. Hello, Cillian. Got the money yet? Yes, I carry it here with me. Let's see, Patty. Yep, very menacing. Mr. Moore. I suppose your presence means you're here to give me some joy. Indeed. Here's your money. 1,000 pounds. You can count it. I reckon you understand you shouldn't be messing with me. So I'll take your word for it, Mr. Moore. And let me see. I am pleasantly surprised. Did you see that? Take a lesson from him. Damn it. I'd fire you lot and keep Mr. Moore for myself. He's got the makings of a collector. You kept your word. Now, I'll be keeping mine. It'll please you to know, Mr. Wood's still alive, and hardly scratched. You're lucky Brian takes his time. It's been good for you, but I ain't sure if it's been good for me. Cillian, have Mr. Wood released. Right away, Paddy. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Moore. By the way, you can keep the envelope. Empty, of course. Yay. Can I help you with anything else? I don't want to be involved with you. I hope you leave Mr. Wood. I just hope not to return. You know what? Mr. Wood's release is now. Alright. It's been a pleasure. And now, go see Mr. Wood and give him my regards. Tell him all is forgotten. For the moment. Okay, and we lost a ton of places from here. So let's go to Eugene Woods Forest Tour. Hello? Mr. Wood? Oh, welcome. Your face looks familiar. Do I know you? Yes, you were here before when... Yes, when Paddy's man took you away. I'm also the one who saved your skin. You paid off the debt? Did? Good heavens! You saved my life! I don't know how to thank you. Ask for anything you want. Except money. May I ask you a question? Of course. Do you know Professor Ward? Yes. I went to see him at the university where he works. He said he'd get in touch with me, but he hasn't shown up here. Did you talk about a certain photographic plate? Yes. How do you know about that? I'm his father. Professor Ward is absent. Did he mention my case to you? No. I hope you'll fill me in on this matter. You see, this job is not as profitable as it was a few years ago. Having a photographic memento of loved ones is no longer socially acceptable. Some even consider it in poor taste. I don't blame them. I am aware of the controversy surrounding my work. When the clientele started to dry up, I had to optimize resources. I got photographic plates at a very good price through a contact. It was a surplus from Romania. But as soon as I used them for my photographs... Wait a moment, I'll show them to you. Well... Oh, yes, here. Take a look at these. They were taken with the plates I'm talking about. Well... Oh, wow, it's just a baby. A very fucked up baby. I'm sorry you have to see these photographs. But look at those spots around the child. At first, I thought there were dust specks near the lens. Sometimes it happens. Turn to the next page, please. Okay. Do you see? Those are not dust specks. Honestly, I think the immensely creepy look on their faces is far more of a problem than the orbs. Orbs? Excuse me? That's what the phenomenon is called. Once it's been ruled out that there are particles in suspension or dirt on the lens. After the previous photo, I made sure to thoroughly clean the lens and keep the studio even cleaner. Tell me, what are these things? There are several hypotheses, but the most common is that they are sources of energy. What kind of energy? Energy of a supernatural nature. Oh, go to the next page. Metapsychic energy, undoubtedly. Did you see these shapes during the photo shoot? No, there was nothing there. Nor did I see them through the lens. Are you aware that you've captured the ghost of film, Mr. Wood? You don't say. Go to the last page. It's a ghost, isn't it? Definitely. It's a corporeal manifestation. There's no doubt about it. This is wonderful. Wonderful, you say? This is eerie, sir. You're saying there are ghosts in my studio? In your studio, in your neighbors' homes, and even in the private quarters of Pope Pius X in the Vatican. The immaterial world, that world we do not see, may be as populated as our own plane of existence. It's one of the hypotheses I work with. And I'm sorry to say, but if there is a place that attracts these poor souls, it's your studio. Remember, you photographed death. Damn it! Don't worry. These manifestations only occur with those photographic plates you talked about, right? Yes, only with those. What else can you tell me about those plates? Origin, to whom did they belong? Only what I've told you. A contact imported them from Romania, but I don't know anything else. He might have more information. Do you want me to call him? It won't be necessary for now. What is important is that for some specific reason, these plates are sensitive to the material world. That's why Professor Ward was interested in them as a key piece of the box of revelations. I beg your pardon? I was just talking. I was quite frightened when I went to your colleague looking for an explanation. I also told him I intended to burn the only one I had left, because I was terrified to have it in the studio. He said not to touch anything until he showed up here. I suppose you want it, right? If you'd be so kind as to offer it to me, I'll gladly. Doesn't this mean we will only see a thing through the box of revelations once? Of course I'll give it to you. I'd never want to see it again. In fact, give that album as well. I do not want to hear any more about it. I'm very grateful. Wait here. I'll bring you that plate right now. Yoink. Here you go. Here. Thank you very much for your help, Mr. Wood. Nothing compared to what you've done for me. I have work to do, so I bid you good afternoon. Hey, sir! Yes? Are you sure you don't have to fear anything from this ghost matter? You shouldn't fear the dead, Mr. Wood. Fear the living. Specifically, guys like Patty. Stay away from them, alright? Alright, map really cleaned up. Okay, let's go to the shop to take a look at the photographic plate. A photographic plate with unknown properties that allows specters to be captured. And end the episode here. Tomorrow, we will continue our investigation by going to the Medium Florence School. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a good day. Goodbye.